Beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read, okay? Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So it's a good idea to have an empty cup whenever you are on Lady Noble channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay, as you see, I have the divination board out today. And before we get started, we're going to do one question and one answer, but we're going to first do two deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, hold for 3 seconds and release. So let's breathe in, release, breathe in, release. Now take a moment to think of the question that you would like to ask. Give you a few moments to do that. Okay. Okay, and now I'll begin. Okay, collective. The consistency that I have for the divination board is the month of January, Aquarius, Monday, try again, August, Leo, and Thursday. Okay? The consistency that I have is January, Aquarius, Monday, try again, August, Leo, and Thursday. So there's something that you need to try again, okay? So take those answers in account according to the question that you asked. Only you know the questions that you asked the divination board. Okay, so now let's tap into the tarot here. Okay. Hope you all are doing wonderful. Be sure to tell a family, friend, or foe to come on over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone to be notified. And thank you for coming by and saying hi. Hi. It happens, just drop the whole deck. Yeah. All right, what does the collective need to know for the highest good? How can we be of assistance? What does the collective need to know for the highest good? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so the first card that we have here, collective, is the King of Coins, and it came out reverse, okay? It says corrupt, greedy, and materialistic, okay? So someone could be in the energy of trying to build, but there could be someone around you who holds the energy of some kind of corruption. They could be materialistic or very greedy. This could be someone that's not good with finances, okay? Because in the upright, there's cash on this table. There's a big pinnacle, but it came up upside down. So there's someone around you who has not a good relationship when it comes to their finances, when it comes to knowing how to be responsible and prioritize as an adult, okay? So this could be your energy or someone around you. This could also be a spouse. This could be a conversation that you're having with your spouse, regarding money, finances, expenses around the home, different ways that you can save, to put away money for a rainy day or for your children or for your future, okay? This could be a discussion that you are having. This could be a discussion that's creating some conflict as well, okay, with the Five of Wands here in the household or between you and your spouse or you and your family or your children, etc., okay? Maybe you have a teenager whom you give allowance to. Maybe they spend all they have on unnecessary things. maybe you're trying to show them how to be wiser with what they have as well. Okay, so this could be a spouse situation, something within a household, or this could be a parental figure trying to teach a young adult, maybe a preteen or a teenager, how to be more responsible with their allowance or with their money. Okay, all right. And so you have goals that you have planned. You have an ideal future that you've been manifesting for you and your family, or for yourself if you are a single person. And so you're willing to do the work to put towards those goals. Okay. You know, you are no longer, you once was at a crossroads where you didn't know how was you going to meet your goals, or how are you going to accomplish the lifestyle that you desire. But you've come to the full conclusion and idea that it's going to take work, and it's going to take for you to be consistent and persistent. This doesn't mean for you to not enjoy life. This just means for you to make the choice. It's okay to go out. It's okay to eat out at restaurants or whatever it is that you have, you think you have an addiction to, or that you're doing excessively. But it's about doing things in moderation. Okay. There's 7 days in a week. You don't need to eat out. For an example, you're not going to eat out at a restaurant 6 days a week, okay? Maybe every 2 weeks, or maybe every other week, or just not so often, okay? Especially, I'm also picking up someone wants to plan for some kind of vacation, family vacation, and you could be having discussion with your family like, look, we can do this. This can actually happen. We don't have to be at a standstill and watch the rest of the world live their lives and talk about where they're vacationing to. We can do this also, but we have to apply ourselves. We have to make sacrifices. Whenever you want to meet a goal, doesn't matter who you are, whether it's big or small, there's something that has to be sacrificed in order to obtain that goal. Okay. So I'm also picking up on someone who likes to shop online pretty often. Maybe you have a young adult or a teen or a preteen who maybe you give an allowance card to, or a debit card to. Maybe they're overspending, they're doing too much shopping online, and you don't mind them having fun and enjoying their lives, but they're going through it so fast to the point where they're coming back to you because it's gone so quickly and so swiftly, and you're trying to explain, to stretch what they have. So so that they will be able to have other experiences in life. You could be actually sitting down. I see someone sitting down with their children, like at a table, like, look, there's things we want to do. You're saying you want to go to Disney World. You're saying you want to, you want to go travel and go here and there. It's going to take money to do that. And we do have the finances, but we have to be wise with what we have in order to meet these opportunities. So with the Seven of Coins, you are taking the steps necessary as a parental figure or as a guardian. You could be someone who has custody. This is for someone, it's just coming up, of their niece or their nephew, or maybe a child. You could be a godparent, and maybe you care for your godchild like they're your own. And so you're teaching them financial responsibility as well, okay? How to have a good rapport when it comes to their finances. It's a life skill. It's something that everybody needs, okay? All right. And so the next card we have here is the King of Wands, okay? Natural leader, innovative, visionary. So you are a visionary, you are a leader. You are taking charge, male or female, of this household or of the situation. This could also be a family that's planning a trip. Maybe someone's been chosen to be the treasurer of a family trip, like not just immediate family. I'm seeing like the whole family, grandma, grandpa, uncles, aunts, cousins, everybody, multiple immediate families, coming together. And this could be a family trip that the family has been planning for a couple of years, and everyone has been saving their money, maybe making so many deposits, in portions, in parts, making deposits towards a trip. And maybe you are explaining to the family, especially those who feel that they are in financial restraints, that it is still possible for them to attend this trip. You could be offering different ways for them to pay off their fees. Okay. Maybe you're planning a trip that comes, with a bed and breakfast package, where they'll get breakfast with a hotel stay. They just have to bring their spending money, something like that. Or maybe if you're going to a theme park or some kind of resort, maybe the entrance fee is covered. Yeah, you could be explaining, hey, just bring pocket money, your room in this fee. You're telling them what's included in the package. And yeah, so a lot of travel energy here. You could have Sagittarius placement in your chart. When I think of an adventurous person. I think of Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius placement in your chart somewhere. Yeah, very adventurous. Loves to be on the move. Okay, but either way, you are taking leadership, collective of this, of your household, of the situation, of the goals that you want to obtain, of the life that you desire. Even if this is saving for retirement, or setting up different saving plans that you can invest in that will create some kind of increase for you and your family, even if this is a college fund or a vacation. So put it where it resonates. But yeah, a lot of vacation energy, a lot of traveling energy I'm picking up here in different ways. You could also be a couple without children at all. Maybe you and your spouse wants to take a cruise or go somewhere nice, and you could be coming together, figuring it out. How can we save? Let's get with this travel agent. I heard they got a good plan. Let's go ahead and get us a 3 day, a 2 night cruise. We deserve it. Okay. All right. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And so the next card that we have here, we have the Emperor, okay? Dependability, authority, and structure. So you're very interested in structure when it comes to your life. You're very interested in creating structure and making sure that you are stable. It's not that you're hyper focused, but you know how to put first things first, okay? You don't mind giving, but long as there's something in return that you are receiving, as you should, okay? Very smart, very wise. I don't see you as someone getting into anything that is not fruitful for you. You're very responsible. You know how to put first things first, and you're done. With this two of swords. This crossroads energy here. That's an energy of the past, and you're done with that. And you're working very hard, whoever you are. You're very determined to make a change in your life for the better. I'm picking up someone who is surrendering a lack mentality. You're shifting your perception. You're no longer telling yourself that you can't. You're no longer telling yourself that things are impossible. You're shifting your mindset. You're shifting even the way you talk to yourself and speak to yourself. You could be someone very spiritual. You could also be someone who does affirmations. Okay, you can speak to yourself in the mirror and do those affirmations. I'm just seeing someone do that. Okay, as for someone in very Pacific, but you're very determined, and it's wonderful because you are determined in a wonderful way. Okay. All right. Yeah, so very positive. In the card I have here, it says, do one thing every day that makes you feel fabulous. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're making sure that you're making the right moves that not only make you feel fabulous, but give you fabulous experiences, when it comes to living your life. You're at a point, you're like, look, I'm just not going to wake up and go to work and go to sleep. Wake up, go to work, go to sleep. We're going to travel. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some experiences, and not going to make excuses. So I like that. You're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk, you're putting in the work, you're shifting your perception, and you're being mindful of negative thinking and self talk. Okay. Positive vibes only. Okay. Positive vibes only. I don't see you dealing with nothing less than the best. Okay. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.